It's going on. It's going fast. Work at that shadow. Oh, really? Yes. Over 90 years. I tell you that what's next? What's coming back? You know, the drop. Oh, these Nebraska players are going buck. Like, never been on that side. Scott, now I know why you want that. To a Catholic this side of more or less. Or did yeah, where what's got fertile hay? What's kind of major height? I don't say what it's called. Yes. Never been there. Town or 5 minutes. Wait. Never mind. Yes. Oh, wow. That's good. I mean, it's you can't hang it wasn't like changing it because right ever was point of this. There were some neighbors, so all the for me it's certainly that yeah, right. I was trying to remember one, but I see I don't know. I've seen something in school. I was like, what months? Yeah, 10 the picture does that 2 minutes up. Time still work. Then you have taco, pepper for taco street. I mean, it's all for the kids. You know, us. Yes. Who's screaming about football? Like boring. Well, basketball. Basketball's good, right? Get better win out. It's the weather, yeah. Oh, brother, training for basketball. Remember, okay, what will those say? It's from the phone. That's right. Down. Well, I can't see my it's hostile. You know, like, the money go up, they are, you know, so, Drake took me last. Then I was the Iowa went out for that. So, I'm like, they picked that. We didn't get football. Drake went around a little bit of a run on everything. It's when you get it. I'm better than that. Home game. Somebody has a home game on Sunday, and then on Thursday, we have the last 2 games. At least for much have pretty much control this. So I just made a spreadsheet earlier in the year with a schedule now. When you just mark on there yes, no, if you go. And then the said the right amount, no doubt. Based on this. For the couple years, you guys can just see it's, I've been all been on top of it, so I've been trying to just, it's like living life for me. It's playing like, I guess you're not very good. I didn't feel like, yeah, well, I'm way to, so, okay, you never know, like,
It is the final weekend of Drake hockey here in 2026 and senior night in the process as well as we celebrate our three outstanding seniors have helped build this program into what it is today. Help from the ground up. Davis by Parker Peterson and Ian Altacruz, one of the best defensemen on this squad and two of the most gifted scorers this program has seen in its brief history. Three players that have meant a lot and continue to make an impact here today.
Oh, 100%. Especially since I joined, seeing all those seniors play high class hockey, the way that the Bulldogs know how to do. It's been fun to see these seniors come in and, like you said, help build this organization, very young organization. Hopefully, we get to see them back as grad students next year. But for now, we can at least celebrate them for one final night here at the County Family Ice Arena.
He is Trevor Raichi. I'm Tyler French coming live here on Pardon My French Media. Drake welcoming in the Nebraska Cornhuskers. It is a rematch of last year's huge upset for Drake, one of the biggest wins in program history. A monster performance in that game by Cole Jackson. I was talking with the coaching staff afterwards that before this game actually, he was talking still about the 85 plus saves that Cole Jackson put up in a narrow win for the Bulldogs. Drake coming off a great weekend, getting the sweep last week over UW Platteville, splitting the season series.
Oh, 100%. So it was fun to see the Bulldogs finally be able to muster up the offense thanks to Eric Blaze coming in for Drake as head coach. Just a phenomenal weekend that Drake was able to muster up. I feel like Drake had the firepower against St. Mary's over a couple weekends ago, I think we would have been talking maybe a 3-game winning streak or maybe even a 4-game winning streak, especially against a D2 team.
Yeah, Drake 3-1 against D3 opponents since the start of New Year's, the beginning of 2026 under Coach Blaze. And the big thing, 2-2 here at home, getting their first home wins of the season here on their home ice, which was a great opportunity for them under a new head coach and riding a nice little win streak in their first win streak of the year. And coming in, they welcome in Nebraska, who's had a little bit of a rough stretch themselves. Both teams, continue try and get off on the right foot tonight and finish their season strong with a big performance in this one.
And especially with Drake, they're wanting to close out their year strong as well. Maybe at least get one, maybe both games against Nebraska as we are starting up our senior night celebrations. Ian Altacruz coming over to welcome his family onto the ice.
Altacruz, an absolute monster of a scorer, a pair of hat tricks on both games last weekend, has 3 goals on Friday, 3 goals on Saturday, helping the Bulldogs come away with that series win. Parker Peterson, our second senior, he is the quarterback of this team, the best passer, one of the best puck handlers. They will set him up behind that goal line, and he will drop assist after assist. The point guard, the quarterback, he is the guy that really is the heart of this offense a lot of the time.
And especially with that hot stick that he's had the past couple of weeks, like you said earlier, great shot, and now getting ready to go into the night against Nebraska.
Peterson's been one of the top scorers the last 3 seasons that we've been covering Drake. And our final senior, Davis By, one of those guys that may not show up in the score box, but does everything right for your team. He's going to get on the ice to block a shot. He's going to come away with steals. He doesn't turn it over. Does everything you want from a defenseman and more. Has been such a big part of what this team loves to do defensively and has really helped that next level grow. Has been a great mentor for Matt Garcia. It seems like helping him continue growing into his sophomore year. And now John-Luke Schellenberger, especially as a freshman. And before them, Dylan Fisher, who has come into his own as a junior this year. One of two upperclassmen that we've got coming back next year with him and Carter Osgood, who we'll see in net tonight. But this program is not what it is without these three seniors. Guys like Jimmy Fiasci and Dom Cook and Paxton Reading last year, and now this set of three, this trio, is such a big part of this program. And looking at the starting lineup for Drake tonight, it appears that the two-headed monster up front will continue with Ian Altacruz and Parker Peterson. The defenseman combo will be Davis By and Dylan Fisher, with Connor Norman getting the start at left wing for the Bulldogs. Carter Osgood is the goaltender tonight. Faceoff is won here to start by the Cornhuskers. Their center was Ethan Schmelzer to get this one started. This one dumped in front. Peterson going to send this one into the near side corner. Giving chase is Shanahan for the Huskers. Drake looking to defend their home ice one final time this season. Altacruz with a nice steal in the offensive zone. Try to get into the corner. Comes out to to Peterson. About a year too late on that one. Did get a chance to see Paxton Reading today, the all-time leading scorer for the Bulldogs. Though Ian Altacruz may have cut into his all-time lead a little bit as they try to send this one over for Sir Royce. It's played out in front of him and lost. Taken away, dumped back into the offensive zone by Clover, and it will be stopped and frozen here less than a minute into the game. Osgood with the freeze on it.
And starting in goal for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, Rory Riebel. As Nebraska rocking their all red uniforms, Drake rocking their all blues. It's the classic red versus blue if you're a fan of what's the word I want to use there?
Color schemes? I don't know.
Scheme? I know. I'm trying to do a Halo reference here.
Oh, team red, team blue?
Yeah.
As this one comes into the corner, trying to get it out. Coe keeps it right here into the far corner. Clover giving chase. Coming in as well, trying to get a stick on it was Adamski. As this one going to be saved. Osgood coming off a wonderful performance. 36 saves on 39 shots to get the win over Platteville last week. His first win of the season in a Bulldog uniform.
He found the brick wall in him, as a lot of the hockey fans love to call it. He figured out his game, and that's something that all coaches ask of a goaltender. Just find your game, find a rhythm to make sure you keep the puck out of the net, and he figured out how to do it.
Here's Schellenberger into the offensive zone, has it taken away. As played forward here by Lazari. Goes into the offensive zone here for Drake as they try to cause some havoc on this side of the ice. They get past Aguilar. Now skating down hard. Paulson with it in the middle. Deflected off the rebound. Good defense played there. Getting back by Schellenberger. 17:55 left here in the first period. Still scoreless early on. Comes over here to the near side. Schellenberger trying to get it out of the zone. Sneaks it past Lucas. And they're going to call, no, icing will be waved off as it goes on goal.
And one key to the game for Drake today is that they're going to want to keep their lines short and simple, especially when the camera pans back over here in a sec. Nebraska's brought a lot more players, so you're going to want to keep your legs fresh in order to battle against this Cornhuskers team.
Yeah, just 9 skaters today for Drake, and we do know that Davis By was banged up. Last week, talked with Coach Blaze. He said he was going to give it a try tonight, and great to see him on the ice for senior night as Fisher leads the charge. No offsides as Norman tries to put this one on. Couldn't get a good swing of the stick.
Good opportunity for Drake right in front. You just got to get your stick on it and put it on net. That's all I'm pretty sure Blaze is wanting tonight, especially with, like I said, short lines are going to be called today.
Osgood with another save as Fisher able to get back and help them out defensively. Shot came from Jack Betty. This one gets around the ice. Norman gets it out of the zone. Alta Cruz trying to come in and see if he can sneak in for a breakaway chance. Does not. 16:35 on the clock as the puck is picked up by Bye. Try to get that stick-to-stick pass, but interrupted here. This shot goes wide left off of the stick of Schmelzer. Alta Cruz sneaking out a little bit here, but left the puck behind. Trying to get it over to Peterson, but interrupted. Taken back by Butts into the offensive zone. And this one will be scooped up and stopped. 16:12 left in the first period. As the Huskers putting shots on net, but nothing past Osgood so far.
Osgood's been playing a great game so far, and it's going to be a recurring statement all for the night. Short shifts are required to stay fresh against a lined up filled Cornhuskers team today.
This one kept in the zone by Leslie. Goes back behind Schellenberger. Moves it forward, looking for Soroyce. Soroyce, the freshman, picked up his first collegiate goal last week in what ended up as a Bulldog win. Try to dump this one in front. Garcia gets over to it. Garcia off the boards, over to Aguilar. Try to get it to the Crow. Interrupted. And good stop there. Garcia getting a piece of that one off the shot from Leslie.
I think another key I can throw out here for our Bulldogs win today. Definitely keep the puck out of your zone as long as possible. I mean, I know that you're running short tonight, especially with only 9 skaters. But the less time that puck is gonna be in your defensive zone, the better.
Drake without Charles Brownell tonight as well. He is over on the Drake bench on the far side. Hoping to see him back in action tomorrow for them, but losing one of their best scorers, a big loss, especially down to just 9 skaters healthy in this one. As they're able to get this one out of the zone, it'll be picked back up by Del Sante.
We have a delayed call coming up to Drake.
As they pull the goalie, so that extra skater on, but the whistle will blow, and that is going to be an early penalty on the Bulldogs with 15:06 left here in the period.
And we got a large crowd here tonight, and that crowd does not like the call.
Yeah, easily the biggest student section we've had for the Drake.
Yeah, definitely a big crowd tonight.
So a power play opportunity for the Huskers. Penalty goes against a Crow. That'll go into the far corner as Seibel sends it around the boards by. Gets the pass off. Alta Cruz. He and Peterson. See if they get some shorthanded action here. Alta Cruz down ice. Shot. Flips up and over.
Good opportunity for Alta Cruz. Just needs to get it right. Just need to put it on net.
The big crowd on hand letting the Bulldogs here. They are behind them. Big shout out to the Norwalk Warriors as well tonight. Boys basketball picking up the win over Sioux City West. They will advance to next Tuesday's sub-state final, looking for their second trip ever to the 4A state tournament. The final year that the Casey Center, well, the first year the Casey Center, but the last time that arena will play host to the boys tournament as it moves up to Ames next year. As shot goes wide right of the net, about a minute left here on the power play. This one is cleared out by Alta Cruz.
Minute left to go on the penalty kill for Drake.
Puck brought forward here by Leslie into the neutral zone. Schmelzer to his left, and that's where they will go with the puck, trying to dump it off. Cross ice pass, finding Del Sante. Can't get a clean look. Goes from Clover back up top. Trying to get a centering pass there. And that one goes over to Del Sante. Will put it in off the assist from Schmelzer to give the Huskers a 1-0 lead. There was under 30 seconds left on that power play, but the special teams unit comes through in the clutch with 13:34 left in the period.
Rebound control is another thing that coaches want to teach, and it was just not there for Carter Osgood as it just slipped to the right, and Nebraska finds the board first.
So Bulldogs playing from behind now as Sir Royce was trying to get it back into the offensive zone. Huskers take the early lead, less than 7 minutes into the game. Big check there as Aguilar brings the offensive zone, had the game winner in Friday night's game.
Ooh.
And a little bit of pushing and shoving there. As Sir Royce was sent into the net, it came off the moorings. Stops the clock with 13:07 left here in the first period.
Great opportunity for Drake on that rush. Just needs to get the tape-to-tape passing there a little bit more crisp.
DeGrow handles the faceoff for Drake. It will come down ice with the Cornhuskers getting possession of it. Fisher gets it off and will be picked up in the neutral zone here by Lucas. Poked away. Here's Aguilar trying to get it down to the offensive third. Goes off with a stick of Mapes. Drake has not tested the goaltender Rebel much so far in this one. Puck picked away by Schellenberger. Betty trying to get a pass on the turnaround. Garcia, good possession of the puck here. He'll fire a shot on. Rebel will snag it with the glove.
Good passing but from below the goal line. Just the communication just was not there. Drake had a golden opportunity to probably put the puck in the back of the net. It just put it right through the crease, and there wasn't a blue sweater on ready for the pass.
12:31 left here in the period. Drake looking for that equalizer. Puck taken away from Peterson on the far side. Good defense played by the Huskers as they have not faced much opposition on that end. As it comes down to the offensive end again, Sabansky try to get the pass through, but Garcia there defensively along with Schellenberger. Garcia off the boards looking for Alta Cruz. Coming in is Coe defensively, trying to regain possession in the offensive zone. Approaching 12 minutes left in the period. Puck goes around for Clover. Coe back behind the goal line as well. Clover maintains possession but can't get a wraparound opportunity. Good pass over, looking for Norman, goes behind him and kind of right in between him and Peterson as they couldn't connect. Puck comes forward and around. Sabansky couldn't control it. Pass forward over to Peterson, dumped over for Alta Cruz. Tried to get the up and over move, but couldn't complete the move.
This is exactly what Drake needs. They need the offensive zone time here.
It's knocked out of the zone. Drake has to get back onside. Now sent around. See if Alta Cruz can get it off the rebound. Comes over to Norman. He can't maintain possession off the board. Shanahan gets it for Nebraska. Comes to the near side for Lazari. Paulson trying to navigate through traffic. 2-on-1 chance here. Shot goes up and over the net. Lazari. As this one is going to be saved and frozen with 10:45 left in the period.
So Royce tried to go for a hit to try and give the Bulldogs a possession, but he ends up hitting his own teammate, some friendly fire on the body. So Drake kind of shot themselves in the foot on that one, but face off to the left of Osgood is won by Nebraska.
It'll go behind the net. It is picked up this time by Schmelzer. Aguilar trying to show off the wheels, but has it taken away by Leslie at center ice. Leslie leading the counterattack back the other way. Turns, but his shot goes wide left. Off the rebound, comes out to the near side off the boards. Shanahan and Sir Royce trying to get a piece of it. Goes back to Aguilar. Leslie there defensively again.
Whoa.
Puck flipped up, and it will go into the scorer's box over on the far side and stop the clock. 10:13 left on. There'll be a face-off on the red circle across the way. Looks like it'll be Peterson facing off with Schmelzer. Drake had it for a second, but sent right back in by Lucas. Here's Alta Cruz trying to split the defense. 6 goals total last week and over 20 on the season. Garcia, slap shot off the boards. A beautiful pass. Norman couldn't sneak that one in. That was a nice pass, but couldn't quite get enough behind it to get past Revel in net. Under 10 minutes left here in the first period. The lone goal scored by Del Sante with 13:34 left in the period, coming off the assist from Schmelzer and Leslie.
Drake finally finding the pressure here. Can they keep it up though?
Puck controlled in the corner by Sabansky.
Oh,
Alta Cruz was looking at the ref. Looked like he got held a little bit, but did not get the whistle. Good pass over to Studeman, who comes into the offensive zone. Flips it on right into the body of Osgood, and the junior will freeze it. Face off here on the near side. DeCrow will win it for Drake. Comes over to Schellenberger. Gets it around looking for Garcia. Sneaks through. Aguilar trying to come in and take it away from Cater. Puck sneaks out for Sir Royce. Keeps away from the defense, and Schellenberger will gain control. He brings it into the offensive zone. So let's go Bulldogs coming from the student section. Schellenberger couldn't sneak it in and just sat there for a second.
And the puck's all the way back down to the other zone, but whistle.
Did not see quite what the call is.
It is a power play for the Bulldogs.
So Studeman heads to the penalty box, and Drake will look for an opportunity, as it was a power play on one end for the Huskers that gave them the lead. Drake will send their best offensive unit out there to see if they can come away with a point to even this one up.
Nebraska penalty number 37, 2 minutes hooking.
So Studeman in the penalty box. Nebraska, controlled by Leslie, gets it out of the zone, and it'll come back here to Garcia. No, excuse me, to DeCrow. Alta Cruz will gain possession.
Alta Cruz faked me out there a little bit.
I want to thank everyone tuning in from both the Drake and Nebraska fan bases for today's game between the Bulldogs and the Huskers. Fisher had to avoid bringing it across or would have gotten the offsides call. As Drake, even on a power play, struggling to control the puck right now. As this one will go back to the Bulldogs 17, Ian Alta Cruz. Good pass over for Fisher. Dumped off now for DeCrow into the zone. Puts a shot on off the rebound. The wrist shot deflected. Alta Cruz brings it back out to the blue line at the top of the offense. Trying to center it back up, but goes off of his stick and deflected away. This one will go down ice. DeCrow and Butts giving chase for their respective teams. Puck leaks out to Schmelzer. And now opportunity with the shorthand. That's when we sent around the boards, and the puck being controlled by Nebraska very well. As the Drake student section bringing in a host of pizzas. 30 seconds left on the penalty kill for Nebraska. They have controlled this special teams opportunity.
Pizza's on the bottom left of your screen.
See if Drake can get it one last opportunity. Puck goes over for Garcia. He leads the charge back. Gets past one defender, flips it down off the boards. Del Sante gets to it for Nebraska, down to 5 seconds. Del Sante, the lone goal scorer here so far. He controls it as the Huskers back at full strength. Deflects the puck away. Good defense played here as the puck comes out. 7 minutes left here in the period. As Osgood was away from the net, Drake doing a good job not letting any pass or shot through. As Garcia does just enough to get that one out of the zone. Bulldogs bring another shot right into the body and another save. 17 shots on goal already. Only one let through by the junior Carter Osgood.
I think Drake needs to start figuring out how to get the pucks at the net. They're not going to be able to find that clean shot, so you might as well just throw the puck at the net and hope for the best.
Drake will switch the face-off handler here. Shot goes wide right. If you're just joining us, it's a 1-0 lead for the Huskers. As we approach 6.5 minutes left, Del Sante scored about 7 minutes of game action ago. As Peterson flips this one down ice, and it will be picked up by Riebel. Drake still looking for that equalizer with 6:26 left in the first.
This is the part where you need to just win the face-off clean and just get a shot at the net. That's all you need to do. Put it at the net.
Goes into the corner away from both Peterson and Alta Cruz.
Keeping it in the zone.
Controlled by Norman, going back behind the net. And then lost it when he was trying to get that pass back into the middle. Beautiful pass forward as looking for a counterattack. Kim. Pass goes off and controlled by Lazari. It'll go back into the neutral zone as Mapes controls it. Stolen away. As that one got the top of the crossbar. Deflected off. Missed it by maybe 2 or 3 inches of getting that equalizer off the stick of Peterson.
An inch off was all that was.
So it remains 1-0. Puck brought forward here by Shanahan. He'll control it. Comes over for Fisher. Here's Sir Royce controlling it in the neutral zone. Gets it away from Betty and sends it off the boards behind Riebel. Good steal here. Trying to get over to Sir Royce off of the pass from Norman. 5 minutes left in the period. Comes over to Fisher. Gets the shot on. It will be saved by Riebel again. Drake starting to pepper the net a little bit more as they're trying to even out that shots on goal.
It's one thing that I said earlier. Just got to get shots at the net. Your roster tonight is a lot smaller than what Nebraska's brought today. So you just want to get shots put at the net.
Kept in the zone here. Getting that stick out was Schollenberger. Not let it go anywhere. DeCrow trying to get in the thick of things and come away with the steal. Peterson gets this one over to Alta Cruz. Alta Cruz about a step late from getting there. Kept again. Alta Cruz again, just a step shy as they were trying to get a breakaway chance. Smells are trying to leak out. Around the boards. Schellenberger can't control it. Comes back around the other way this time. Forward to DeCrow and then to Alta Cruz. Gets it out of the zone. Del Sante picks up the puck off the shoulder pad. Under 4 minutes left in the first. Garcia was trying to get it over to Peterson. Puck got past. Alta Cruz could not come up with a steal. Coe sends it around, and Garcia will get to it for Drake. Over to Alta Cruz. As Drake just trying to get it out of their zone. Peterson this time was the one trying to leak out.
Peterson playing cherry pick a little bit there, and it almost pays off.
Schellenberger disrupts the pass, but can't regain possession. Aguilar. He'll bring in the offensive zone. 2 goals last Friday. Nothing for Drake so far. 3:12 left here in the first. Puck control brought down by Sabansky. Shot is deflected up and out of play.
And hit the wrong netting.
Clock stops with 3:06 left here in the period. Comes to the near side here for Sabansky. Leslie puts a shot on. It'll be frozen by Osgood again. Osgood getting worked here in the first period. 20th shot on goal already, with still almost 3 minutes left before intermission.
Drake wins the faceoff.
Puck will come over for Norman, and the Huskers immediately take it right back. Soroyce can't get it out of the zone as Adamski. Stopped as Norman couldn't quite get enough behind it to get it past Leslie. Adamski again in the corner. Soroyce has it poked away, this time by Shanahan.
Oh, good play right here.
Big check. Aguilar, the backhand goes over the top of the net.
Oh.
As Soroyce also knocked off his feet. By will send it in and deflect it away. So now
Drake fans are wanting a call from those two hits.
I'll be honest, it looked pretty clean.
They really did.
As Drake got the breakaway chance they wanted, but just couldn't quite do enough to get it past. Paulson coming in, keeps it in the zone. Goes back to Garcia, and Paulson will interrupt it again. Lets it through this time for Coe. Coe.
Oh.
As Garcia goes to the ice, trying to deflect the pass. Goes off the skate and to Crow. Picks up possession. Over to Soroyce. As a little bit of push and shoving back and forth. This time between Paulson and Soroyce.
I think Drake's getting a little too anxious with wanting to cradle the puck. Soft hands, as quoted by Emilio Estevez.
Alta Cruz trying to fight for possession here on the near side to take it away from Lucas. And they're going to stop it here with 1:02.
It's like 20 offside, sorry.
20 saves here in the first period for the junior Carter Osgood.
Oh, what a move by Peterson.
Peterson dumps it forward, trying to get down to it. First one there, though, is Lucas. Drake seeing if they can get something late here in the period. Had 4 late goals in last week's weekend series. 4-on-2 opportunity here, as that one almost snuck by.
I think that one hit the post as well.
Betty sends it forward. Picked up by Schellenberger, looking for Peterson. Flips it up for Alta Cruz, trying to get to it in the corner. Under 30 seconds left in the period, down to 25. Drake hanging tough with the large roster here of the Cornhuskers. Peterson gets possession. Trying to get one last shot as they could not maintain possession, losing it here in the offensive zone. Lucas will just try to run this clock out down to the last seconds, and that will do it in the first period. 22 shots on goal put forward by the Huskers, but only 1 goal to show for it. Drake will take a 1-0 deficit, pacing them into the first intermission. We will break for the intermission ourselves and be back with the start of the second period here in a little bit. You're watching Drake Hockey here on Pardon My French Media. 1-0 game after the first period as Carter Osgood came up clutch time and time again, but Del Sante got the better of him early on in the contest. That goal came with 13:34 left in the first, but just the only one of 22 shots on goal that found its mark in that first period for the Huskers. If you're just joining us, I'm Tyler French. Alongside me tonight is Trevor Ricci. It's senior night for the Bulldogs. It is the final weekend series for them this season, and they are trying to send their seniors out with at least one more win to add to their total. And Osgood has gotten them off on the right foot. The offense needs to follow here in the second period.
Oh, 100%. Like I said a lot in that first period, this needs to be a game where you just got to put shots on net. That's all you got to do. If you want to win a game against a team like Nebraska, just put the shots at the net.
Puck comes into the defensive zone for Drake immediately. Puck spent a lot of time there in the first period as they come out aggressive to the Cornhuskers to begin this second period. Comes back out to Shanahan. And that one is going to be scored from the far left side. Looks like the goal scored by Adamski just 21 seconds into the period. "21 seconds in, number 21 gives the Cornhuskers a 2-0 lead.
I mean, unlucky bounces is all it can be. Nebraska really showing that, hey, we've got fresher bodies no matter how many guys you decide to bring. We've got the fresher lines.
Drake with just 9 skaters here today. Almost got the answer, but Alta Cruz could not sneak it past. Great recovery by Rebel on the one-timer. They're trying to set it up for DeCrow. He'll send it back over, sent right back into the thick of things by Bye. In front, DeCrow has it deflected away. Another nice play made by the goaltender, Rebel.
Drake is getting the opportunities in front of the net. There's just no one there for those rebounds, and Drake needs those guys to be there.
Mentioned before, they are playing tonight without Charles Brownell, who's out in this first game. As they're down 3 skaters today, Brownell, Sager, and Bridgman all out due to injury.
Nebraska will win the faceoff.
Kept in the zone this time by Merchant, who didn't see much in the first period. Controlled by Schellenberger. Puts a shot on, deflected, and Peterson couldn't get the stick down in time on the rebound.
Now, right place, right time for Peterson. Just he whiffed on the shot. Drake's putting on the pressure, though, which is good. They need to do that.
Lucas takes it into the neutral zone on the far side as they're looking for another quick attack. And Osgood will freeze it. Not even 2 minutes gone here in the period, but it feels like it is all Nebraska right now.
Nebraska's just found the pressure that they know how to apply with the depth that they've brought to today's game, or tonight's game, I should say.
Adamski, that last goal, his 3rd of the season. As this one taken away by Norman, bringing it down ice. This one flipped forward, and it's going to draw an icing call.
Aguilar thought he was going to win that race. I don't think he was close.
2 goal scorers today so far for Nebraska. Del Sante in the first, and followed by Adamski in the second.
Oh!
For Del Sante, that was also his 3rd of the season. Looking for an answer on the other side. Centering pass, no one ready for it. Soros was trying to get himself into a position. Had 1 goal last week and was trying to add to his season total there. A better pass may have put this into a 3-0 game. but they couldn't quite set it up on this side. Skating in was Cater. Now icing this time down. 17:25 left in the second. Shanahan into the offensive zone, forward around the ice, looking to get it to Cater, but Drake able to get to it first in their defensive zone.
Then they score.
And that is back-to-back as Adamski had 2 goals on the season, has 2 of them here in this period alone. First one came with 19:39 left. Just over 2 minutes later, he picks up another one. 17:08 left in the period. Now Drake desperately needing an answer.
And like I said, Drake's been finding the correct passes. They just need to get their sticks down and put the puck at the net.
Cole skating over to it on the far side, looking for Adamski again. One more would give him the hat trick. That one flipped up and over the net. Del Sante gains possession. He'll fire it on. Almost snuck through, but able to be stopped by Osgood. "29 shots on goal, 3 of them finding the mark. They have 2 goals on 7 shots here alone in the second period.
And Drake has been able to come back before in previous games. Just like I said, lock it down. Just get the puck at the net on the opposite side of the ice here.
By makes the stop. This one sneaks down. Ice are going to be waved off. Alta Cruz came with a flood of steam, sets this one up. Peterson has it knocked away. Comes back out to Garcia. Fires this one on, was looking for Alta Cruz on the left side, couldn't connect. Garcia looking for DeCrow on the near side. It goes back to By. Mapes back into the offensive zone, giving chase. Is By for Drake. Behind him was Schmelzer for the Huskers. This one punched up in the air by Osgood. As the Huskers almost doubling up on Drake in shots on goal. Peterson steps in front of the pass, brings it into the zone. Skating through some defenders, flopped up. As Alta Cruz was skating on the right side, if they've been able to get that pass through, may have been the first goal of the game for the Bulldogs. Clock ticks under 15:30 left here in the second period. As this one stolen away by Norman, who just came onto the ice, but immediately poke checked away. Good stick work there by Lazari. Scooped up by Osgood again. Face off on the near circle. Puck comes back, fired in by Lazari. Sneaks out, unable to be frozen by Osgood. They were trying to get this to Shanahan in the middle. Deflected away, but Leslie recovers it. Comes back over here to Norman. Defensively, trying to knock him off his feet was Paulson. Couldn't get a good hit, though. Lazari maintains possession of the puck off the boards. Gets it ahead for Paulson. 3-on-2, back the other way. Leslie in the middle, Kim to the left. Goes off the boards. Kim gets a hold of it. Puck comes back over to Leslie. Back into the middle for
Good poke.
Defense outstanding here at times tonight. Another one deflected away.
Definitely got to give credit where credit's due. This game could be way more out of hand than it already is, but Drake's been playing some great defense.
The defensive duo of By and Garcia has been the nightmare of a lot of offenses over the last 2 years. As they're going to call offsides here against Nebraska. Stops the clock with 14:02 left in the second period. 30 saves on the game for the Bulldogs junior Carter Osgood, but his team trailing 3-0 here near the midway point of the second period. Del Sante steps in front of the pass, loses possession of it before he can bring it into the offensive zone. Here's Studeman. That'll be picked up by Osgood. Clock will stop with 13:40.
Face-off will be to the right of Osgood here.
By trying to move it around the boards. Puck comes up into neutral ice. Alta Cruz.
Got interfered with the whole time.
I think they won't call that, though. Both players kind of going for the puck on that one. Fisher trying to get it ahead for DeCrow.
Oh, what a move by DeCrow.
Big offensive opportunity here. Shot right into the body. That would have been one. Would have loved to see him pass off with the seniors, Alta Cruz and Peterson, to his left. Wasted chance for the Bulldogs as they come up empty.
Sometimes you just gotta be selfish. So you gotta be selfless and just give the puck up. But then again, there's also times you'd rather be selfish and keep the puck to yourself. That's one of them where selfish was the wrong answer. There's a shot off the face-off by Alta Cruz, sent wide.
You can tell Alta Cruz is hungry. Had 6 goals last week. Nothing to his credit so far. Good defense played here to take it away, but regained. For a second from that angle, it looked like it had snuck over the shoulder of Osgood, but it remains 3-0.
I think it hit Osgood's shoulder and then bounced right over the goalpost.
Puck passed over to Alta Cruz. Trying to lead on 3-on-2, but loses it a little bit forward. Dives, trying to give the effort. They were trying to catch Drake in the middle of a line change. But Garcia maintains possession. He'll bring it to the offensive zone. One man to beat. By was going to come off the ice. And now breakaway opportunity here as Clover. We got someone betting on him to score today.
What a
good. Diving to his right, Osgood keeps this a 3-0 game as he was dead to rights, but comes up with the save in a huge moment.
Well, Osgood ain't no Connor Hellebuck from the Olympics, but my goodness, what a save!
Drake still trying to come up with an answer as this one gets past. And we'll go all the way down ice for an icing call. Clock stops, 12 minutes even left in the second period. Period has been controlled by the Huskers here on the road. Schmelzer versus Aguilar for the faceoff. Schellenberger lost his footing and ended up losing possession of the puck in the process.
Everybody lost sight of the puck on that one for a sec.
Butt sends it back around. As Seibel sends it right back into the thick of things. Here's Butts. Shot deflected away. Again, Garcia going to need to come up with a stop. Pass over to Leslie.
One player you can always rely on to block a shot, Matthew Garcia. Good save.
At least the third time we've seen Garcia go to a knee to come up with a block. Puck ground in midair. And stops the clock with 11:14. Second to last game of the season as the Bulldogs and Huskers will play tomorrow at 1 o'clock to wrap up the season.
It's going to be nice to get some sleep tomorrow morning.
Sneaks out of the zone.
Peterson
back in
lost
here by
his
Coe.
stick. Peterson lost his stick there for a split second.
This one sneaks out and will draw another icing whistle as it just gets across the line.
Almost didn't.
They'll bring it back down to the Drake defensive zone and line it up again. Comes back over to Del Sante. Got scoring started back in the first. Adamski with the 2 goals here in the second. Another hustle play to interrupt a pass. Going to the ice from Garcia. Kim in control of the puck, goes back around. Lazari trying to get it back to Del Sante. Pass it in the middle. And Drake was looking to try and get out with their 2 seniors. In basketball, teams love to get out and run the fast break, and that is something that Drake does extremely well with this front line of Peterson and Alta Cruz, and they have not gotten an opportunity today.
Oh, and they almost got one there. Icing does get waved off because Peterson's down there to win the race. Errant pass. Oh!
Alta Cruz deflects it. Gains possession, centering pass, no one there for Drake.
Drake is getting the chances. I just gotta tape to tape passes.
Cater controls it in the corner. 9.5 left in the second. Here's Peterson on the near side. Off the boards, looking for Alta Cruz.
Oh, what a stop. There's
Looking for DeCrow, but couldn't get the shot through.
good keep.
Sometimes isn't vision on the puck of where it is bouncing to. Here's Del Sante back the other way. Knocked away. And the rebound flipped up and over. Fisher will lead the charge this time down. Comes over. Fisher again, turns, fires. Aguilar. Couldn't get that shot through. By trying to get back defensively. It's him and Betty giving chase for the puck.
Good back check by Drake. Oh.
Trying to hustle down ice is Norman. Icing is waved off. Stays in the zone as Lucas could not clear it out. We've seen a power play on either side, but outside of that, a very clean game between these two.
I think the refs are letting these 2 teams play a little bit.
Adamski, his shot goes wide left. 2 goals in the period, was looking for number 3. Mapes keeps it in. Aguilar over to it, trying to get it out of the zone for Drake. Pass a little bit out in front, but Soroyce tracks it in. Soroyce couldn't get that puck through. Mapes go into a knee and knock it away. Comes back around for Schellenberger. Schellenberger, a nice stop to keep it in the zone. Out of reach of Soroyce Sabansky. Back the other way. Soroyce diving to the ice.
Aguilar all on the ice there.
Whiffs on the opportunity on the wrist shot.
Drake fans getting wild right in front of us.
Norman knocked off his feet. And that will draw a whistle with 7:17 left in the period.
Despite the score, I think I could safely say Drake is definitely playing a great defensive game.
They've only given up 3 goals on 38 shots here so far.
Oh, chance for Nebraska, and it goes wide of the net. I don't think he got a clean shot on it.
Puck controlled in the corner, sneaks away.
Come on, Eli.
Soroyce giving chase, Leslie back as well. Late substitution trying to catch Drake in the middle of a line change. Leslie. Shot was not on target. This one comes over to Peterson. Nice control of the puck, but DeCrow loses it. Butts gets past Peterson. Good defense played again. If Drake's had a player of the game so far, I got to give it Carl Osgood as well as Matt Garcia on the defensive end so far.
100% so far. Oh, takeaway by Alta Cruz. What a move!
Alta Cruz trying to dump this one in. It goes deflected up off the boards. Alta Cruz controls it over to Peterson. Comes back out. Vi sends it right back to his classmate, but it is stolen away. Kept here. Alta Cruz, I think, lost sight of the puck. As that one was deflected in midair by Butts.
I think if he doesn't deflect that, that does go all the way down, and it would be an icing call.
5:45 left in the second period. Drake trying to get something on the board. You do not want to go into the last period down 3, as they're going to say Kim was offsides.
I think Drake has definitely started to find their offense just a little bit. It's just not enough to be able to get past the goaltender for Nebraska in Rebel.
Peterson just out of reach of his stick. Merchant. Pass stolen away by DeCrow. Alta Cruz pushed off the puck. Osgood will send it behind the goal line. Over to Kim. Kim shot deflected by Fisher.
We got a penalty coming to Drake. Interference call.
So it'll be another power play chance for the Huskers. Under 5 left in the period. 40 shots on goal compared to just 20 for Drake. As looks like it's DeCrow heading into the penalty box. Remember correctly, I believe he has both of the Drake penalties so far.
I believe he does. I was about to say, they had the wrong number up on the scoreboard. I'm like, wait, that was By that went to the box? Excuse?
Norman does a good job getting it out of the zone. It'll be controlled by Leslie at center ice. Across the blue line as they're looking for another big goal here on the power play. 1 for 2 so far. As, they checked the goalie. Osgood got knocked off his feet. Looks like it was Sabansky, if I saw correctly. So Sabansky heads to the penalty box. It'll be 4-on-4 now. Big thing for Drake is they will bring it to the offensive zone for them.
Maybe this is the breakthrough that Drake needs as let's you can't do that chant from the Drake faithful directly in front of us starts up.
Less bodies on the ice. Maybe something finally slips through.
Maybe.
For them. 4:41 left in the period. And a big opportunity wasted off the faceoff. Leslie checked in, and they're going to get boarding or back check.
No, delayed offsides. Clean hit.
As Leslie gets a little bit of payback there against Norman.
Pardon the French. That's going on in front of us, if you guys can hear that.
They cannot. Here's Schollenberger. Over to Garcia.
Oh.
Good leg pad save by Rebel. It's about a 17-second difference between the 2 penalties. So Drake will have a partial power play. Puck collected by Seibel as Peterson and Soroyce come on the ice. Schmelzer trying to waste a little bit of time here, it looks like. Comes over to Schollenberger. No icing called. 30 seconds left on the DeCrow penalty. 45 on the other one for Sabansky.
Nice defense.
Here's Peterson. Looking for Sir Royce.
I lost it.
Crowd starting to get loud to our left. There's Schmelzer in control of the puck. 10 seconds on the Drake penalty.
DeCrow standing up and is ready to come out.
Drake back at full strength. 15 seconds on their power play opportunity and one-man advantage. And a shorthanded goal here. Someone just won some big money as Clover scores. That'll make it 4-0 here. A shorthanded goal scored by Clover. Came with 2:49 left in the period.
Short-handed killer. Give some congratulations out to the people that to put money on Christian Clover for scoring. He's back out there, ripped a shot. It was blocked. Nebraska back at full strength.
Spansky comes back on the ice. It has been a big period for the Huskers. 3 goals scored to take a commanding 4-0 lead. Here's Altacruz trying to answer on the other side. Dumps it off, and I think got a little too patient on that one.
That's the time you got to be selfish. Just take the shot. As you got to get something. It's your senior night. Do something with it.
Here's DeCrow skating with it, and Altacruz not happy with that call, and I think there's some frustration here for Drake this period. So 4-0 our score. Approach 2 minutes left in the period. Altacruz, beautiful pass to DeCrow, but poke checked away.
They're too anxious with the puck.
Shot from Mapes, deflected away. Garcia gets it off the boards, and trying to get it down ice was Altacruz. DeCrow sends this one forward. It'll be played this time by Riebel.
DeCrow trying to let out some frustration. Oh, chance in front.
Altacruz couldn't get the shot through. Defense iron walling in front of him. 22 shots, 22 saves for Riebel in this one so far. 38 saves on the other side has not been enough for Drake, as they have been almost doubled up on shots on goal. That'll be an icing call with 1:02 left in the period.
Congratulations to Connor Hadaway for winning $10,000 on the goal by Christian Clover.
Pretty sure he said his wife was going to leave him otherwise, so congratulations on both fronts. Drake looking for something quick here to close out the period. Under a minute left here in the second. Puck pinned up in the corner. Sabansky, as it is Studeman coming away with it. He'll bring it into the neutral zone, leading this attack for the Huskers.
Seems we got a little bit of gambling addiction going on. If you need some help, there's people out there that'll help you, folks.
Whistle will sound with 33 seconds left in the period.
Nebraska wins the face-off.
Face-off leads to a shot that is deflected away. Picked up by Paulson. Drake with under 20 seconds left. Here's Garcia. Lost possession. Big check behind, no
Good
whistle.
hit.
Puck comes back out to Schollenberger. As that will take off the final seconds here in the period. Huskers dominating in the second as they net 3 more goals, 2 for Adamski and 1 for Clover. Send it into the third and final period, a 4-goal advantage. We will take a break and be back with the third right after this. You're watching Drake Hockey on Pardon My French Media, the Bulldogs live stream network. One more period left of senior night here from the County Family Ice Arena. Two teams will take to the ice one more time to close out the 2025-26 season tomorrow as well. Puck drop at 1 o'clock. Start time for that one. It was all Nebraska in the third period. 3 goals scored. Alta Cruz trying to push back the other way, but the defense too strong, getting back in front of him.
Fresh bodies for Nebraska has definitely been the major difference so far tonight.
Alta Cruz, again, a step late. He's had a couple of opportunities, just been a step behind the 8 ball here tonight. The goal scorers so far in this one for Nebraska. In the first period, it was Zach Del Sante with a power play goal with 13:34 left in the first off the assist from Ethan Schmelzer. In the second period, back-to-back goals from Steven Adamski, one with 21 seconds gone off of that second period clock. Another one about 2.5 minutes later. And then finally, the last one, a shorthanded goal with 2:49 left in the period, scored by Christian Clover to make this a 4-0 game. 38 saves on the day for the junior Carter Osgood. As he's done everything he could, he has just faced too many shots. On the other side, it is a shutout being pitched by Rory Riebel.
And it's definitely not something you want happening on senior night. Shutout being pitched right now against your rivals from a state over. It's just you've had the offensive chances, just no capitalization to show for it.
Puck moved back into the corner, looking for Butts in front, and that one is stopped up. Goes back behind, comes over to Coe on the left side. Pass back in the middle, no one there. Merchant collects it in the neutral zone.
Good hit. As we've got a penalty coming, I believe, to Nebraska.
Yeah, there was a unnecessary hit nowhere near the puck, and that's going to send Kim to the penalty box. See if Drake can take advantage.
Jawan Kim for interference. Drake's opportunity to finally break the puzzle. That is Rory Riebel.
I will move this one over. Trying to get it into the middle, looking for Alta Cruz. It's picked up by DeCrow. Peterson will bring it back onto the boards on the far side. Paulson limping off the ice. 5-on-3 opportunity, essentially.
I think Paulson might have tweaked his leg in the process of that.
Yeah, he was in pain trying to get off the ice. Clock stops with 1:29 as it is frozen.
Des Moines Clinic medical team over there on the Nebraska bench right now analyzing him, seeing if he's doing okay.
This one cleared down ice. Osgood sends this one around as one shorthanded goal so far on the game. As Adamski is playing this one forward. Peterson gains control of the puck. Skates through a couple defenders, gets it over to Alta Cruz. Alta Cruz trying to show some patience here. Shot goes off the boards, comes around to By. By over to Garcia.
Drake's finally got a power play set up. Chance!
Was a little too far to the left for a clean shot. By can't control it in the zone. Adamski into the offensive zone. And again, they're looking to get after it shorthanded. 40th save of the game for the junior Carter Osgood. Backhand snuck through. That is the second goal for Del Sante 5 Hold'em. Second shorthanded goal of the game.
What can you say about Nebraska today? They've been able to get the shots at the net, and now Drake just looks completely deflated right now. Two shorthanded goals for the Huskers, and you can't find anything.
Drake wins the faceoff. Kim back on the ice as the Huskers back at full strength. Puck comes into the corner. It'll be brought back the other way. Butts plays it out for Schmelzer. Schmelzer trying to leak it out in front. Deflected away. This one comes over to Aguilar. Aguilar trying to push it down the near side. Seibel back defensively, though. Puck comes over to Garcia. Coe, past the far side, looking for Schmelzer. Coe takes it below the goal line. Centering pass was looking for Butts. Pass looking for Butts. Couldn't quite crack it. Big hit into the boards by Sorois. Crowd loved that one as Mapes was on the receiving end. As the team trying to go back and forth as Mapes was trying to get a little bit of payback. Physical game between these two squads. Wrist shot goes wide right. Here's Cater on the near side. Stopped and saved. Score 5-0 with 14 minutes left. Puck is left behind. Studeman did not go into the back end looking for it. Comes out to Leslie. Shanahan trying to free himself up on the near side. They couldn't get it through. And now Peterson off to the races. First one there to it. Shot deflected away. Here's Aguilar. Steps in front of the pass. Alta Cruz trying to set up on the weak side. This one flipped in on Osgood. He'll stop it. $13:25 left in the game. A dominant performance for the Huskers in this one, a 5-goal advantage.
Faceoffs won by the Bulldogs, picked up by Nebraska down in the corner.
Backhand, knocked away. Osgood. Big check behind as Aguilar gets possession, trying to push it forward, but taken back away by Merchant. In the far corner. Under 13 minutes left in this one. Drake seeing if they can put something up on the board late in the contest. Merchant gets control, sends it over. Off the boards. Garcia. Merchant will control it. Under 12 and a half minutes left. And that'll be an icing call that'll take it to the far side. Well, 15 left in this game. Puck goes over to the far side, picked up by Del Sante. 2 goals for him in this contest, including the shorthanded one earlier here in the period. Merchant's pass flipped up and out of play. Yes. Puck comes over to Alta Cruz, puts a shot on, deflected away. Rebel with another nice save. Still pitching the shutout. DeCrow, pass gets away, and Fisher gives chase with Coe getting back. Trying to set this one up. Nice pass in front, but couldn't put the finishing touch on it was Kim. Osgood lost some sight of the puck, but able to recover it and puts it a freeze. Beautiful pass down ice as Peterson trying to sneak one past. It'll be frozen, and that'll stop the clock with 11:09 remaining. Peterson wins the faceoff, gets a backhand. The puck is live. Couldn't sneak it back. Under 11 minutes as the puck is cleared out. Garcia back in the defensive zone. Will take control. Off the boards, the puck interrupted. Seibel gets the pass over to Schmelzer to Leslie. Goes back around. Shanahan looking for Seibel again. Drake looking for a counterattack. Alta Cruz, cross center ice. Trying to make the move here. Flips it up into the body and saved. What a game from Rory Rebel. 29 shots on goal, 29 shots stopped.
He's definitely stopped some decent chances by Drake. But Drake has also been getting those decent chances recently. So one is bound to squeak through Rebel here.
Off the faceoff, Drake keeps it in the zone. Schollenberger trying to keep it here in this area, but the offense just too strong today for. And it looks like there is going to be a penalty called here. As it looks like Cater and Soroyce both headed to the penalty box.
Going back to 4-on-4, or are we doing 5-on-5 with 2 roughing?
Looks like 4-on-4. So it's Jeremy Cater on one side, Eli Soroyce on the other, getting the 2-minute penalty calls. Yeah.
Looks like a little miscommunication between the officials. Face-off will be just outside. of the Drake defensive zone. Hallelujah on that one.
Aguilar versus Adamski on the faceoff. Adamski 2 goals in this one as Aguilar looking to try and get down ice. Shot knocked away. So 4-on-4 is Sabanski. Has this one poked away. Garcia been the star of the game for Drake defensively in this one, in a game where their offense has been non-existent, unfortunately. Garcia gets it out of the zone. It is picked up at center ice by Leslie. Comes over to Clover. Another nice stop on that one. 48th save of the game. Osgood, even with 5 goals allowed, has been stupendous in net. Saving over 90% of the shots faced. Good poke away as Peterson trying to get down ice. Alta Cruz back with him as well. Played in the middle looking for Schollenberger, taken away by Schmelzer. 55th shot of the game goes over, but on the 56th, Schmelzer finds the back of the net at even strength. Goal comes with 9:17 remaining. It will put Drake on a 1-minute power play.
I mean,
Peterson sends the puck around the boards.
now we may look to go to the running clock for the rest of the night.
6-0 with 9 minutes left of the contest. Del Sante tried to send it around, but left the puck behind. Puck sneaks back into the neutral zone, controlled by Kim. Peterson gets a piece of it, gets it over to Fisher. Back to Peterson. He and Alta Cruz looking to set some up here. Good move. Peterson fires, and it is knocked away.
I think that hit the post with the shot.
Drake's had 2 or 3 of them be maybe an inch or 2 away.
Nebraska has had 6 that have hit the twine.
Here's Peterson, 1 man back to beat. And Peterson lost it on the move. Both teams back at 5-on-5 full strength. Garcia giving chase. No icing called. Kim getting down ice as well. Lozari. Good pass here to Paulson. Leg pad save.
I think we got a penalty coming to Nebraska. We are. And the clock is not running, so Eric Blaze has elected not to go with the running clock.
Drake trying to avoid being shut out here at home. 1 more game left in the 25-26 season. Adamski gets it out of the zone. Drake on another power play. They have been unsuccessful on 3 attempts so far. Stopped and saved by Riebel. Puck comes over to Bai. Sends it around the boards, but deflected away. Adamski again getting a piece of it. Still looking to push the issue. Shorthanded. We've seen them put 2 shorthanded goals in and a 4-on-4.
Yeah, special teams has definitely not gone the way of the Bulldogs tonight.
Puck deflected off of the skate. Soroyce trying to body up against Clover and keep him away from the puck.
Definitely know one thing. Drake definitely has found a way to score a goal, even if the deficit is this big. Good example. Northern Illinois, right before the 2-month break.
Puck played into the middle for Schmelzer. And they'll look to take some time off the clock with the penalty kill in effect. Down to 35 seconds.
6 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the game.
Peterson into the offensive zone. Sends it behind. And it'll be a quick freeze. Alta steps back onto the ice. Soroyce will step off. Another substitution by coming in for Garcia. 19 seconds on the power play. Selected up in the air. And again.
What do we got here? Whistle was blown and the face-off's coming out of the zone.
Down to 15 seconds left on the power play. The Huskers are back at full strength.
Nebraska's special teams definitely been a major key for the potential win today.
Schellenberger gets it back to Peterson, was trying to set it up for DeCrow. Got pushed off the puck, though. Good defense again played by the Cornhuskers. Big check here from the senior Alta Cruz, firing up the crowd. Puck frozen, 5:17 remaining. +50 saves today for Carter Osgood.
Drake going to get a nice refresh tomorrow. Charles Brownell will return to the lineup tomorrow. You might need the boost that the Bulldogs need this weekend.
Cole Jackson in net tomorrow as well. As the puck is live, and that one is scored. Looked like by number 7, Caleb Seibel. That is goal number 7 for the game, scored by number 7. It looks like they will go to the running clock now.
Eric Blaze not happy.
Four and a half minutes left in today's game. Aguilar taken away by Butts. This one deflected off of the leg pad. Drake working to get it out of the zone, picked up by Connor Norman. This one is brought forward. Butts turns it over. Aguilar. That's going to draw a whistle as he gets interfered with.
Be a tripping call. And the clock is running for the remainder of the game. So it's a touchdown and an extra point for the Huskers.
Take an opportunity to award our 3 stars of the game as that penalty is called against Caleb Coe. For this game, Rory Riebel, got to be number 3, a shutout here today, 33 saves for the game. Connor Osgood, even in a game with 7 goals up on the board, 50-plus saves, has done everything he could here today. A couple of the goals, tough to even call his fault. That last one leaked free and just got put home thanks to a great hustle play. And our last one, Matt Garcia. Garcia has been all over the ice defensively for Drake in this one, and a great sign of things to come for that young man. Just a sophomore this year, will be a big part of the program, both offensively and defensively next season. Over to Fisher and another save.
Puck trying to be cleared out of the zone for the Huskers. They do get it down the ice. Minute to go left on the power play for Drake. Trying to muster up 1 here on senior night, and it has basically been a level 10 magician's puzzle that Riebel has been tonight.
DeCrow into the offensive zone. Down to 2 minutes left of the contest, 30 seconds left on the power play. As we tick down to the last 15 seconds on the penalty kill for the Huskers. Drake looking for one last push. Garcia into offensive zone, over to DeCrow.
Power play expires for Drake.
Huskers go back to full strength, under 90 seconds remaining in the game. Garcia pass over to Sir Royce.
Oh, what
nice
a move.
puck handling. Comes back to Garcia. Peterson
Wide.
on the turnaround. One minute left in today's contest. Both teams will face off again tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. Make sure to join us for the final game of the Drake hockey season tomorrow, as we start what will be a busy 7 days with state basketball next week, along with the potential beginning of the Waukee lacrosse season as well.
Eli Sir Royce takes 1 final penalty, but that will probably just wind down the rest of the clock.
As the last 15 seconds tick off today, the final score will be 7-0 in favor of the Huskers. Huskers offense came to play today. Goal scorers, it was a 1-0 game after the first, with the goal scored by Del Sante. 3 goals scored in the second, 2 of them from Steven Adamski and 1 from Christian Clover. In the third, a second shorthanded goal scored by Del Sante. And then just putting the icing on top of the cake, Schmelzer, and finally Seibel. The final goals scored today. A shutout on the other side for Rory Riebel. And both teams will look to close out their season on a good note tomorrow, as Drake plays their final game of the season at home, and the Huskers will look for the season sweep. But for us here tonight, for our camera operator, Gary French, my broadcast partner, Trevor Racci, I'm Tyler French, signing off on Pardon My French Media. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next.